Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back to another episode of Supreme Ruler Ultimate Roman Restoration. And in previous episode we did manage to take out Syria and all that. We started preparing for invasion of Egypt. But in between the episodes I played a little bit further, and the British are doing their old tactic, just sending a huge army. And technically, since I'm not fighting British or the Belgians, I can probably pull my troops, and I've already given orders to pull my troops because I've lost a little bit already here. 2 units and all of these are practically destroyed. So I'm just going to pull back the troops. And I'm going to let the Germans deal with that. I mean, they have a lot of garrisons here most likely, meaning that that huge army there will whittle down sooner rather than later. And I'm going to save my troops for further offensives. I mean, if I was to aid over here, I could probably help either destroy the emplacements or take over the emplacements one by one and then destroy France, so we wouldn't have to worry about that. But I have my eyes on Egypt, and I was thinking a fair bit of British troops here lately. Just making sure that... Oh, I see. We're not fighting them, no. But since we were in German territory, we could fire upon their enemies. Interesting, because we were firing on ships going through here and through here. We got our submarine down here, which we had over there. Speaking of submarines, we do have one submarine currently in repair, or going to be repaired over there. I think it got ambushed by a French submarine or something. Then we got these two that we could move up there, but I'm going to wait for some reinforcements still. I mean, we are producing more submarines here, although, well, that's almost completed, although considering that it's not full, well, the facilities are a bit broken down, it's not going to be building at full speed, I'm afraid. But anyway, I think it's time for us to set up the stuff here. I'm still organizing some of the troops here. Some new groups. Well, I mean, that's 7 units, we can send it over there already. Once our transports get here, what we'll do is we'll declare the war, we'll get the transports over here, land a little bit troops down here to capture the area, then we can move in the rest of the troops. And we'll probably take out this area first, near Alexandria, and then what we'll do is we'll capture probably the Delta area first. Or most of the northern coast here, then we'll start pushing towards Cairo. Okay, so the transports are there. We do have a little bit more troops here that we could be using. Did we lose? Oh, we lost another unit. Come on. Oh, yeah, I thought I told you to retreat. And our anti-aircraft guns over there will be destroyed. There's not much I can do about that. That's one of the anti-aircraft guns. I mean, that is a huge amount of troops, but at the same time, they will need to go through a lot of garrisons here. One by one, they will go rather low on hit points, I think. Not to mention the Air Force is harassing them a little bit. Alright, so we lost the other anti-aircraft gun as well. But our troops over here are ready to go, so let's move up a little bit closer still. And we do have a claim on them. We have been funding the opposition. We'll probably stop that. It will save us a little bit of money, and we can declare the war now. And we'll just move the ships there. Hopefully it captures it for us. Yes, it does. Excellent. Now we just need to... First of all, hope that no one else declares war on us in the meanwhile. And you have the troops, so I'm going to move you down there. British are over there. Interesting. Now let's unload the troops. We got some units over there. Now that we've captured that, we can just send in the troops along the railway. around that way. We can probably move this group as well. We can move the Navy a little bit that way. Oh, the British are moving troops here. Interesting. But they're not allied with the British, they just have the permission to go through that, okay. But I'm pretty sure that they won't be able to fire on us from their own territory. Because otherwise that huge group of artillery would be firing on us constantly. We'll basically force them to stay there. Now we do have another group here, or 2 more groups here that we should probably move in. Oh right, yeah, we should probably combine this and that. Let's move up the artillery over there. They might be distracted by our land forces. There we go, that's another unit destroyed. Check the flank there. We'll move up this way. Oh crap, the supply trucks are taking a lot of damage. Fall back. Oh, well, they got destroyed. I'm gonna pull back the artillery then. Some of these marines need to pull back as well, but we can move up some of the infantry, or the marines further. On the outskirts, so to speak. If we just destroy the artillery there, that'd be nice. Then we can force the British to stay in Alexandria. Okay, Australia and Romania have signed ceasefire. We lose the supply trucks, which is just a bit unfortunate, and this entire group probably needs to pull back. We do have another group that we can move in there. Technically, more than one group. But I mean, there's not a huge garrison there, it's just the artillery is rather strong. And we won't be able to move very quickly in this terrain. Move up there. Hold on, there's something going on that sounds like... Oh, the British are at it again. No, I think that was our gun emplacement firing upon the British ships. Okay, I'll allow that. Now, they're hitting the Maginot, and that should be stopping their offensive for the most part over there. Over here, they still have a huge army. My god, that's going to be hard to counter-attack. It's not my problem right now. You pull back, you idiot. Do we have even any supplies here? No, we do not really. Well, we have a little bit around here, so that's good. Actually, no, we're not going to send you there. We're going to send you on the road there to blockade that. These troops need to pull back. Do you have another group that can move in there? Let's move up there. We should be able to do a fair bit of damage on the artilleries and such. And the Egyptians are sending in their infantry, but it's not very good infantry. Need to pull back more of the troops. We can move these a little bit closer, I suppose. And then this group, it is moving over here. It's trying to get closer, but it's not having a great time on that. They are still bombarding us. If our troops get in here, we might be able to... If we can destroy the garrison, then those artilleries are dead. Oh, one of the garrisons is down. Now we're stopping the enemy offensive from here. We can probably entrench on the road here. Not that it's going to give us much defensive bonuses, but enough, hopefully. Let's keep on fighting. And now the artillery is getting destroyed. So it took a little bit of damage there. Actually quite a bit of damage, but... There we go. Capture that. Now pulling... They're gonna have to pull their troops back. 5, 6, 7. There we go. Let's move in there. Into the city to destroy that towed artillery. Probably move this group to help on the road here. I mean, I suppose what we could do is we could move in the escorts and such over here. Do a little bit of damage on the enemy. We can pull back the transport down there, and the submarine, frankly, can probably stay there for now. Come on, destroy the artillery. These troops... I'm actually going to send these troops there. I'm going to make this into a separate battle group, move in there and start destroying the garrisons in here. Move up another group there. We've got a lot of troops here. Oh, they are sending in armored car. How are we doing in terms of military goods? We are having a bit of a shortage. It's not a huge one, and we've got plenty of industrial goods now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to gift some to Libya so they can finally get the oil production over here. So, let's give them, I don't know, 10,000 tons? That might be a bit too much, quite frankly, but I'll add that and take nothing from them. That's a bit of an investment on the infrastructure there. Something was sunk over there. Interesting. Oh, we can actually get our anti-aircraft guns a little bit closer there. If we move you there, you might be able to shoot down some of the British planes. And has the ship or the submarine hasn't been repaired yet? Okay then. We do have a fair bit of troops on the Spanish border. Speaking of which, we should probably start supporting the opposition there or something. Oh, it's quite costly. What about Turkey? That might be a bit cheaper. It is a fair bit cheaper. I suppose we'll start with that. We'll take out Turkey and then we'll turn our focus on Spain. And last but not least, we'll take out the British colonies in here. Malta, Cyprus, Palestine, Jordan. Jordan technically we don't need, but I'll probably take that anyway. And then the canal... Take that one, and Gibraltar, of course. But by then we'll already have everything else in this region. We might want to get Andorra just for the heck of it, although they have little to no money. They have basically nothing, if I'm all honest, so we can probably ignore that one. It doesn't touch the Mediterranean, technically. Right, do we have any... Got 7 units here. Then we'll have... another 7 here. So where are we missing troops then? I mean, we could probably... Yeah. As we get a bit more troops, we'll need to set up more defense on the road there. Well, for the time being... Actually, we can probably capture some of this area here. Although, considering that we will not have any supplies in this region, we might not want to spend too much time fighting the enemy. We'll leave the older escort over there. Okay, now that the day changes, we should be getting a decent bit of more supplies and destroy that garrison and the artillery. And these troops are being slowly repaired. Just I don't want to send them back across the Mediterranean to be repaired or anything like that. Because I have a feeling it will be a bit risky to do that. I'll move you over there. Move the next group over there into the city to be repaired a tiny bit quicker. And while it is not all that much quicker. It's still better than current speed. Get the artillery a little bit closer as well. They have a lot of troops in there, but they can't actually enter my territory since we are not fighting. And they're still going to take a little while to get a lot of this research, but there's quite a few good technologists in there that we'll be getting soon. I'll probably set you up in that city. Well, we got the artillery to help. We can probably set up over there. Then I think we will want some garrisons in this city. Just in case the British decide to extend from that or declare war on me. So the attack on the Maginot Line has been a failure. They are still fighting over here, but a lot of the British troops are now out of supplies. Which is kind of what I expected. And I mean, sure enough, we lost some troops over there, but we didn't lose too many. Do we have a bit more Marines over here? We almost have another group that we could send down south, including some extra artillery. We'll gather these up near the port over there. Also, we'll grab this group. I will send them as a single group. Oh, right, we got 2 other submarines over here. The question is, do we have any actual place to use them in? I don't know. We'll put them there in case they start declare war on us and try to leave the port, then we'll have submarines taking them out. We'll make this group into a battle group as well. Take out the city there. Now, sure enough, we haven't taken all that much of Egypt yet, but we did manage to take this area. Now we have a bit of a breathing room here, and we do have some supplies over here that we can be able to utilize. Honestly, do we have a lot of... we still have a decent bit of industrial goods, so what I'm gonna do is... I think I'm gonna take Seaport. It's a bit expensive. Oh, I can't build it there? Oh, it doesn't probably have supplies yet. Now I can. There we go. So I'll make a port there. It will provide some supplies to this sea region, and we can then use that for other stuff as well. Now, there seems to be a lot of... yeah, there's a lot of fighting there. But the Germans are doing okay right now. Speaking of Germans, they offer us metal ore again. Sure enough, I'll take that. Not that I really need it, but it helps them a little bit, I suppose. And the price is low. Now, how they managed to... in Libya, how they managed to actually do any progress on that? 22 and 49, I'm not sure if they have. No, to be fair, I did just offer them that not that long ago. Now, this group, we could go and destroy that one, but I don't think there's going to be much in terms of supply, so we'll just gather up the troops here. And we could probably take out these 2 towns there, and then the remaining area over here should flip to us. I mean, there's still 1 more village down there. I'm probably not going to be pushing too much down south anymore, so we'll actually gather these troops up here to take out Spanish Morocco, and we'll probably leave Raven with the artillery support over here, so once we declare war on Spain, you can go and take out the capital of Spanish Sahara. I think that's alright. Now then, back to Egypt. I'm gonna need quite a bit of time actually to repair all the troops. But so far so good. Now these troops... ooh, there's another British merchant marine. They'll be bringing in more troops, but they won't be able to spread out from there, so... what you gonna do? Oh, wait a minute, are you going through this? You are. Ooh. That's a bold move. There we go. Well, I suppose we'll send one of these submarines on that side, although we still don't have any supplies over there. That's going to be a problem. We could technically send one of these transports down there. Now what I could probably do is I could move up this a bit further over there and grab the artillery with them. These marines, let's see, there's going to be 3 garrisons there. The longer we wait, there's probably going to be even more. This group might be able to take out that. Maybe. They will have the help of artillery, so we'll give it a shot. Not that we have much military goods available right now, but if we take out that one, that would take some production away from the enemy. I'm sure enough they got plenty of industry. Well, I'd say plenty, but they got some industry around here. So that is not going to cripple them, but it's going to hinder them a little bit, I hope. Not to mention it gives us a bridge across the river here. Or into the delta. Probably move the artillery over here, so we'll have a range on all these 3. This group is, well, it's still under repairs. Unfortunately, we don't have a barracks here, so we can't really use that in our for our advantage. Well, they have an escort there, but they won't be able to fire upon us directly. Do they? They should have that. For some reason we're firing upon the garrisons there. Not that it's a bad idea, but it's just slightly confusing. We're still having a bit of a problem with the oil. Hopefully we can get enough soon. I did also make Lebanon into a colony. I still hold that area that is technically Kurdistan. The British have gone pretty far into Iraq, although they haven't really captured much. A little bit in the south, but mostly the desert here in the west. Oh, looks like the Egyptians are sending in their cavalry. That's a bold strategy. Okay, I think these troops are now good to go across the river. It's not going to be easy. Well, it's a narrow river, so it's not going to be that bad. But we do have the artillery support, so we can take out that one, and maybe that one. We'll see. I mean, oh god, the artillery is doing a lot of job in there. There we go. Let's get into the village there, capture that one. These troops are still waiting for a lot of repairs and such, but we do have a little bit more reinforcements that we can send in. Unfortunately, we'll have to send them through the German port there. Right now, at least. Because building that port is going to take a while. And they're trying to get past here. But it's not going to work. We can probably even entrench around there to prevent that sort of stuff from happening again. Although they might still go around this way, which is not great either. Hold on, is there another naval bombardment here? Yeah, there is. Well, at least the cannon over there is doing a decent job. Now that that ship didn't have a great time, did it? The Merchant Marine is going next to that gun emplacement as well. Now, unfortunately, we didn't fire upon it all that much. But sure enough, we did a little bit of job sinking over there, so that's good. I think the gun emplacement was a good investment. Right, so the reinforcements is still probably going to take a while to arrive here. There's a huge amount of troops here. In order to take them out, we're going to have a lot more than what we have currently. And I could always build some land production around here if I wanted to. Right now I'm just not sure if I want to. Now this troop... Are they moving? Very slowly. Okay, well they'll get that town eventually. In the meanwhile we can repair more of these troops and wait for the reinforcements. But we are unfortunately out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.